What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Merry early Christmas. I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday. It is time for the weekly fragrance rotation number 14. Let's get into it. On Sunday, I went with Azzaro The Most Wanted. One of my favorite fall wintertime fragrances in my collection. This stuff, it just smells so good. On the top, you get some cardamom, which gives it this nice sweet, slight spiciness. And then this immediately gets taken over by a toffee note. It almost smells edible because of that toffee note. Super prominent. It's the main thing you get with this. And then there's some amberwood in the base, which gives it a nice slight woody feel. Performance on here is really good. I get 7 to 8 hours of performance. If you're looking for a big head turner and you just want something to make you smell nice during the fall and the winter time, this is a great option. What I wore on Sunday, Azzaro The Most Wanted. What I wore on Monday is Zur Icon Oud. So I found this at a Macy's backstage for like $10. I've seen a few videos on some Zur Icon fragrances and I've seen that they were kind of decent. So I decided to take the gamble. I went ahead and bought this. I looked this one up on the internet and I could not find any notes for it. I'm assuming there's some oud in here because of the name. But off the top, you get like this sweet spiciness. It almost smells like black licorice on the top, the way the notes are combined. Then it dries down into this nice sweet, slight powdery feel with a little bit of oud. I mean, I'm assuming there's oud. Why else would you name it that? Is it anything special? Not really. Performance isn't that good. I get like 3 to 4 hours. It smells nice. If you want something that's a little different, because I don't have a fragrance in my collection that has that black licorice smell, then maybe you want to pick this one up. I mean, for $10, I'm not too upset with it. What I wore on Monday, Zur Icon Oud. What I wore on Tuesday is Tuscany Leather by Milestone Perfumes. I found this one at a Marshall's and it was a loose bottle fragrance. I didn't have high hopes, but I sprayed it on and I thought it smelled amazing. And I think it's pretty spot on. You get some tart raspberry in the opening, then there's a little bit of spiciness from some saffron. Some jasmine kicks in, which gives it a nice powdery feel. But the main star is the leather and the woods in the base. You can really pick up the leather. It's really a good quality fragrance, and that's why I picked it up. I was really shocked. You know, if you see this one out there and you want to get Tuscan leather on a budget, I think this is a great option. Performance on here is pretty good. I get 7 hours of performance. If you see this one, give it a spray, see if you like it. It might be worth your while. What I wore on Tuesday, Tuscany Leather by Milestone Perfumes. What I wore on Wednesday is Calvin Klein Defy. This is becoming one of my favorite freshies in my collection. When I first smelled this, I wasn't the biggest fan. I thought it smelled all right, but then I started giving it some full wearings, and now I think this stuff is amazing. Off the top, you get some bergamot and some lavender, so it has this very fresh, almost barbershop feel. Then that dries down with some vetiver and some amber, which gives it this slight smoky, woody sweetness. I think the stuff is really solid. Performance on here is good. The more I wear it, the more I am learning about the performance. As of right now, I get 7 to 8 hours. Really solid cheapie right here. You can wear this every single day. It's going to work perfectly. What I wore on Wednesday, Calvin Klein Defy. What I wore on Thursday is Acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani. You can't go wrong with this stuff. You know, it's the most sold men's fragrance of all time. I love the way Acqua di Gio smells. It still works perfectly to this day. There's a reason it is still the most sold. It's still modern. It still pulls compliments. People still love the way this one smells. This one is very citrusy and aquatic. Has a little bit of a floral feel in the base along with some woods. Amazing stuff. I get 6 to 7 hours of performance out of this. If you want a fresh fragrance that you can wear every single day and it's going to work no matter what occasions you are in, this is a great option. Tried and true. What I wore on Thursday, Acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani. What I wore on Friday is Tommy Bahama Set Sail Martinique. So I have a good amount of these Tommy Bahama fragrances. I haven't pulled this one out in a while and I was like, why not? Let me just give it a spray. For me, I think it smells good, but it doesn't blow me away, hence why I don't reach for it that often. This one is very citrusy, aquatic, has some fresh spice and some powderiness as it dries down. It's all right. I think a good amount of people would like the way it smells. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I think there are better fragrances in this Set Sail line. Performance on here isn't the best either. It's a Tommy Bahama. It's an eau de cologne. I only get about 3 hours of performance. What I wore on Friday, Set Sail Martinique by Tommy Bahama. And what I wore on Saturday is CK1 Shock. The best starter tobacco fragrance money could buy you. You can find this at the rack stores pretty much every time you go. $20 for a 100 ml. $30 for a 200 ml. This one is warm, spicy, has some tobacco, a little bit of woodiness in the base. Smells absolutely amazing. Performance on here is all right. I get 5 to 6 hours, but once you factor in the fact that this is $20, you can't really complain about the performance. Fantastic for the fall and the wintertime. Pretty big compliment puller as well. Definitely a must buy in my opinion. And what I wore on Saturday, CK1 Shock. All right, that wraps up the weekly fragrance rotation number 14. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.